Good morning and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Sunday matinee performance. We have 9 games for you beginning at noon. In addition to fast and fun Jai-Alai action, each of today's games offers win, place, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. And if these terms are new to you, if you're just joining us here on the Jai-Alai Channel at Magic City Jai-Alai, actually, I guess that's the Jai-Alai Channel on YouTube. Anyway, I got the order mixed up there. But if you're just joining us, you've never heard these wagering terms before, we will explain them after every game. We also have a Pick 3 wager in Game 4, the high-paying High 5 Jackpot, which begins in Game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee, and the all-new Mighty Ocho Jackpot beginning in Game 1. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, and for those of you in Connecticut, mywinners.com, an affiliate of Connecticut Off-Track Betting. But placing bets is not necessary to enjoy all we have in store for you today. We do not have any scratches in today's performance. Once again, there are no scratches in today's performance. So we recognize this is a unique time for all of us. Many of you are sheltering in place or safer at home, or just trying to get by as best you can as we all confront this new normal. Wherever you are, we hope that you're safe, healthy. We're very glad that we can bring you Jai-Alai as sports entertainment this afternoon. We now welcome you to sit back and relax, because at 12 noon, it's time to play Jai-Alai. Hi, Andrew.
Stu, good to be back. Last day of the week.
Yes.
Couple big storylines today. We got the Golden Cesta up for grab, the player of the week, the person with the most singles wins. It's going to come down to the wire. We got Bueno and Ikeda both tied with 4 wins. And Bueno, looking at the program here, Bueno's got a game in Game 2 without Ikeda. And I believe Game 6, that singles game, they're going to have Bueno and Ikeda in there. And then those last 2, 8 and 9, those guys are both going to be in. So it's going to be a tight race for that Golden Cesta. And don't count out a couple of the guys with 3 wins on the week also. Couple of those guys, Tennessee with 3 wins and go along with 2 places and 2 shows in the money. Just under 44% of the time this week. Again, that's Tennessee with 3 wins. Also, Vuelo 3 wins on the week, and Douglas. Douglas, Ofer. A rare Ofer for Douglas in the first day, actually, of the week on Thursday. Tough day for Douglas, but really got it back on track. 3 wins, 1 place, 2 shows. And he actually had a quad in that first performance, so he's come in the money 6 of his last 6 games. So Douglas on a tear, and also taking a look at that doubles, Douglas along with Lamonti just continuing to pour it on. They've opened up their lead to 7 victories, 7-length lead in that doubles tournament, which will go through the end of June. Douglas and Lamonti, they have 14 wins in the doubles. Next closest team, you got Tennessee and Bueno with 7. And Kubala and Asier also tied at 7 wins up for the doubles season. And that's Kubala and Asier have piled on 4 wins this week, so they're having a great week and just trying to keep pace with that team of Douglas and Lamonti. Fantasy points on the season if you're playing that. FantasyJai-Alai.com will start every fantasy week. Picks will be due Thursday before the first performance if you'd like to play that fantasy. We'll update the prices every Monday, so you can switch your lineups, and those prices, again, they will change every Monday, so make sure to check those out and get those teams in before Thursday. And again, that team of Douglas and Lamonti, 100 fantasy points for that compared to the next closest doubles team, Tennessee and Bueno, with 65. So just shows you how dominant that team has been in the doubles play thus far in 2020 season.
My God, did you see that fancy graphic they put up when you were talking about that?
The fantasy one, that's cool. They put it right over the screen. I like they got the fire. That's cool stuff. I mean, that was quick.
Where's my Cortada graphic and my Karam graphic? I mean, I've been asking for that for weeks. I mean, you came up with this idea 12 minutes ago, maybe 13. 60 people sign up, and you get a graphic. I don't
know.
Wow. Okay. No, seriously. No, seriously. We have always said it's not what you know, it's who you know. You fortunately know quite a bit. And you know people, too, which is an important thing. No, just kidding.
But
that's actually a beautiful graphic.
Those.
That looks great.
No, it is really cool, and I think we're working on those graphics with the shots. It helps to see. I mean, once you see it one time, and if you get a little graph of this whole court, and you can just see the angles at which the ball is thrown. I mean, the cortada, the carambole. I mean, just the arrows would really help. And you just see it one time, and you go, okay, you got a mental image of what it looks like. So we'll try to explain those terms, as Stu said, but we'll get the visual coming up hopefully soon. And before we get into our first game of the afternoon, we do have a video. And this video will explain the scoring format for the first 8 games of this morning's performance. It is still morning. Spectacular 7. This will explain it. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
And that was a little explanation about Spectacular 7 scoring. Again, that will be the format for the first 8 games of this performance, and the final game will be a little bit different. We'll explain that when we get there. Now,
we have 2. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say.
Tripping over each other is, we have 2 minutes until we begin game number 1. No scratches in game 1. No scratches in the performance as a whole, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, the last 2 times I've explicitly talked about how there have been no scratches. Someone has gotten hurt in game 2, so I'm done talking about scratches. Maybe you can, but I'm done for the year. That's
injuries
it
are tricky. Injuries are a tricky thing. Realistically, they keep their eye, or they're supposed to keep their eye on the ball, which of course they do. And when you have your eye on the ball and you're running in a particular direction, and realistically, when you talk about injuries in the highlight consistently, knees take quite a beating, and we like to simplify things here, so we won't get into the medicine behind it, but one of the primary reasons is you're running on concrete. You're jumping on concrete, and more importantly for these guys and for highlight injuries as a whole over years where knees are concerned, you're planting. You run, you plant, and you twist, and the knees hate that. They absolutely hate that. With that, we are ready to begin game number 1, a Spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is number 10, Juice. Receiving in the blue of post 2, number 26, Lamonte. Our first matchup of the day has Juice serving to Lamonte. Juice serves. We begin game 1. Juice from the backhand. Rebote forehand by Lamonte. Juice comes in. Tejada, the soft drop shot. Not soft enough. Lamonte's there. He sends it back to the inside. Good rebote. Nice attempt by Juice to get to that. That's a good first point. That's the way we like to start off our performances. Point 2. White shirt at post 3 receives. Here's number 18, CRB. Ball tipped. Off the serve. Point 2. Next matchup has Lamonte serving to Cool Fitness in the green at post 4. Ball tipped. Point 4. The black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's number 77, El Barba. Good catch by Cool Fitness. Rebote left side by El Barba, thrown to the inside beautifully. Swing and a miss. Midcourt. Point 5. Here's post 6, the yellow shirt, Vuelo. Vuelo opens from the forehand. Powerful backhand by El Barba. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect chula. We almost never see those here based on the makeup of the ball and the consistency of floor back wall, little space back there. Chula happens when the ball comes from the left side, hits the crack, and rolls out. Point 5. Swing and a miss. Point 5. El Barba has 3 points. He serves Jossier in the purple shirt at post 8. This matchup will complete the first round of play. Bote left side by Jossier. He gets it. Here's El Barba. Outside placement by El Barba, scores.
Paints it.
Point 5. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, post 1. Juice in the red shirt. Karam by Juice. Will score. Well thrown. Point 1. Karam, 2-wall play. Thrown to the side wall, the front wall, to the outside. Ball in and out of the cesta for CRB. Point 1. Juice has 4 points. He serves 2. The blue at post 2, Lamonte. Lamonte moves up on the ball, places it high on the front wall. Rebote left side, just missed by Juice, point 2. Lamonte has 4 points. Receiving, post 4, Cool Fitness. Forehand rebote by Lamonte. Played for the big bounce. Brought in on the forehand of Cool Fitness. Another forehand rebote by Lamonte. Ball missed on the forehand rebote. Point 4. Cool Fitness is serving to the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's Vuelo. Good catch by Cool Fitness. That ball hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. Point 6. Pink of post 7 receives. Tennessee. Excellent serve by Vuelo. Tennessee cuts it off before it comes to the sidewall. Forehand rebote hooked. Tough play at the sidewall for Vuelo. Point 7. Seven has 2 points. Here's post 8, Assier. Forehand rebote by Tennessee. Scores. Point at 7. Tennessee has 4. El Barba has 4. Tennessee serves El Barba. Outside placement. Tennessee read it, stopped it, returns it from the forehand. High to the front wall. Good catch by El Barba. Low and inside. Picked off by Tennessee and a great catch. Nice backhand. Caught by El Barba. El Barba goes hard to the inside. Tennessee makes the forehand rebote. El Barba backpedaling. Will not get it. Point 7. Possible game point 4. The pink shirt of post 7, Tennessee. Trying to stop him. CRB. Great serve by Tennessee. He's going to score for the win. That's point in game to the pink shirt of post 7, Tennessee. Tennessee wins it 1, 2, and 5. Will play off for second and third place. Juice first serves to Lamonte. Over serve. Point 2. Possible place point for the 2. Lamonte serves to post 5, El Barba. Ball was bobbled around in the cesta. Drop. That is point and place to post 2. 1 serves 5. This is a playoff for third place. And looks like Juice was getting a start on the next game. He's back. This is show point. 1 serves to 5. Underserve. Ball's got to land between the 4 and 7 line. That didn't. Point and show. That's third place to post 5, El Barba. Unofficial order finished 7-5 for Game 1. Results are official. Prices are up. The $2 Quinella 2-7, that's 2-7 or 7-2, $31.40. Trifecta 7-2-5, that's first, second, and third place finishing, $160.40. Quinella 2-7, that's 2-7 or 7-2, first and second in any order, that's $31.40. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our second game, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Post time for Game 2 is just about 7 minutes away. Well, it's no secret that I am a fan of good first games. I am. I don't know if sometimes it sets the tone for the day.
Absolutely.
You know, guys coming in, are they concentrating on, on the catch? I mean, yeah. Okay, so we'll have the criticism from the crowd. I'll say it on their behalf. Well, they're playing professionals, so they should, by definition, be concentrating. Yes, they should.
Right.
But as in all sports, as with all humans, sometimes there's distractions out there.
Yeah.
So it's really good when you can get a majority of the players in a game that are focused and that are really pushing. And sometimes what happens is that the games get progressively better as guys gets warmed up, because as we know, warmed up isn't just skill level,
right.
It's also temperature, because it's freezing in I don't think people understand. I mean, of course, people living in Connecticut get cold. You're from Chicago. I'm not talking that type of freezing. And when it rains outside,
it's Florida cold out here for sure. 50. It feels like it's about 50 out here, so we're freezing.
Yeah, it is.
A couple layers on. Yeah, this is it's tough.
And so now someone would say, well, why not just turn up the thermostat? There's a reason for that.
We cannot.
Apparently the ACs that cool this particular part of this room, which is independent from the rest of the casino and has obviously, we're all at Magic City Casino,
right?
Which is the old Flagler dog track. But this building is very much an island in and of itself here. And these ACs apparently have something to do with chilling or cooling the servers for the slots.
Yeah. I was going to say there's probably a lot of electricity being used to generate all the stuff that goes on around here. So
I think that's one request. That if we say, hey, can we make it warmer in here and potentially risk this, even though no one's in the slot area right now, no, that's not going to happen. Okay, that's fine.
Interesting to walk through a completely empty casino. That's an experience that you see all the slots, all the machines, all the lights are still going, but just no one.
I know one person in senior management who's just so positive. I mean, that's not kissing ass. I mean, the guy is just incredibly positive, which is really refreshing. But he'd be jackets for everyone,
right?
Exactly.
Probably wouldn't be surprised.
Exactly, jackets for everybody. Here's a jacket.
Yeah, and we were talking about it before that, like what made that game one so good. I think a big part of it was El Barba playing, one of those middle game players having to move down because of a scratch. When that happens and you get those higher quality guys. Perfect example there. First time he's played in that game, that's been one of the best first games we've had. So
no question. With El Barba in Tennessee,
yeah.
it definitely changed the calculus on that game. I don't think that there's any question about that.
Yeah, and a big win for Tennessee there, throwing his hat in the ring for that Golden Cesta Award. He was one of those guys with 3 coming in. Now a 3-way tie. Tennessee, Ikeda, and Bueno, all with 4 wins on the week, and that Golden Cesta person with the most singles wins every week. They'll get that award. So it's going to come down to the wire here. In this game, you have both Bueno. Actually, no Tennessee here, game 2. So great opportunity for Bueno if he wants to get a length ahead here in game 2. This is a perfect opportunity. No Ikeda, no Tennessee. Playing out of the 5, a game that he could certainly win.
Now, meanwhile, I know for a fact one person, if he was listening to us right now, would say, in fact, if he could hear it out there, he'd be pointing at himself, looking at me like a deer in the headlights. Like, what about me? Which is Jed.
Yeah.
Jedden obviously coming off of... Jedden was obviously one of the standout players the first year.
Yes.
He is also... It's the only time I've ever seen a Super Bowl ring up close. Jedden Super Bowl ring.
Heck of an athlete. This
Tenard
guy.
Davis
Absolutely.
played on several NFL teams, but most notably with the 2006 Colts. That's how he got that Super Bowl ring. It's big. It's nice. And
are you going to keep rubbing it in my... Do you know who they beat that year in the Super Bowl?
No.
They beat the Bears in Miami.
Really?
Yeah, I happened to be at the game. That was tough.
Really?
Yeah.
So
that's why you're the only as the sports guy. You're the only one that ever brings up that Super Bowl ring, and there's the reason why.
Really?
It's a tough one for me to bring back.
But it's also, obviously, it's important for people to know when you talk about some names that are sometimes difficult to pronounce, like from the tradition of highlight, Goikochea, Mendizibal. I mean, there are these very powerful names that. Player manager just chimed in behind us, but when you talk about some of these names and some of these faces, that this is a different version of highlight.
Yeah,
this is a different version of highlight. It's been in place for 3 years, and these guys have background. So the original point with Jedden is easily one of the most competitive guys on this roster. I mean, super competitive. Puts in a ton of practice time.
Yeah. Oh my.
A ton of practice time, and so the fact that you did not mention him in this game. If he goes back and looks at this when he gets home, that's on you.
Yeah, he's going to come back, and I'll hear about it for sure. And one point to clear up, producer Lindsay, about that Golden Cesta, she wanted me to say, there's no cash incentive for that. That's just for fun, a little award that we have, like, the player of the week. And they may do that in the NFL, NBA. I don't know how that works if they give incentives, but just a little thing we do for fun here. That was great. Paulie came up with all the creative things.
On the fly.
Yeah, all the creative things we do here.
I think he looked at me one day in the first year and said, "Who gets the Golden Cesta?" And I said, "What?" I said, "I don't even know what a Golden Cesta is."
So Paulie, just bringing up something that's never been said before just no context.
Absolutely,
expects you to get it. Brilliance.
It'll be fun when we hear Paulie again.
Yeah,
it'll
be great. We definitely miss
You're
him.
obviously a thorough pleasure to have here, and you keep me on the straight and narrow, and you remind me of things to say. But I miss Paulie.
Yeah,
I do miss Paulie.
We all do.
We're ready to begin Game 2. A spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have Avuelo. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Cool Fitness. There's the serve. We begin Game 2 with a drop ball. Point 1. Our next matchup has Wello serving to the white shirt of post 3. Here's El Barba. El Barba on the backhand, taken in the air by Vuelo. Vuelo, the beautiful forehand throw. El Barba rebote to the inside. Vuelo got behind it, got assessed on it, and stopped it. Beautiful catch. Yeah. No, they saw it. We saw it. Everyone saw it. Point 3. Green shirt at post 4. CRB receives. Strong forehand throw to the inside by CRB. El Barba's there. El Barba whips that backhand and puts something different on it, and it worked. Point 3. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Our next matchup has El Barba serving to Bueno. Bueno from the left side, winding up, throwing the 2-all wide. That lands just out, point 3. Here's post 6 in the yellow shirt. El Barba serves Ben. Powerful backhand throw by Ben. Rebote by El Barba. Got enough for the side wall. Shoot out and score. Point 3. El Barba has 4 points. He serves to the pink shirt of post 7. Anderluck. Powerful backhand by Anderluck. Rebote forehand. Saved by El Barba. Just hit the pad. Point 7. Anderluck's on the board with his first point. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirt of post 8. Jedden. Bote comes right back to the side wall where it scores, point 7. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round, Cool Fitness. Nice backhand by Cool Fitness. Rebote forehand by Anderluck. Forehand Rebote by Anderluck. Play to pass. That's nice. Cool Fitness at the side wall makes the save. Anderluck moves up, makes the catch. There's the backhand to the inside. Rebote left side to the outside. Anderluck's there. Throws the carambola to score. Beautifully thrown. Yeah, a little dangerous in that cage. Carambola thrown hard to the front wall, goes from the front wall to the side wall, back towards the outside, scoring. Anderluck has 4 points. He serves to Vuelo in the red of post 1. Juggling ruled. Ball came in and out of the cesta. Ball has to be caught and stopped. Point 7. Possible game point for the pink shirt at post 7. Anderluck trying to stop him. Post 4. CRB. Catch by Anderluck. CRB comes over the top. Forehand Rebote.
Oh, what
Anderluck went straight to the ground to make that save. What a save on the forehand Rebote. Anderluck now from the forehand. Hard to the inside he goes. What a catch by CRB. And that scores. Point 4. What a well-played point. That was a great 6 straight points for Anderluck.
Yeah, let's see if that's going to be a big confidence booster for CRB. He's been struggling. That's the best catch he's made in a few weeks. Really good play for him. See if he goes on a run here, Stu.
Post 5 receives in the black shirt. Bueno. Rebote left side. To the outside. Not enough. Point 5.
And there it goes. Good effort, though.
Bueno is serving to the yellow shirt of post 6. Ben. Reverse 2-all. Scores for Ben. 0.6. 6 on the board with 2 points. Here's post 3, El Barba. Carom by Ben, thrown beautifully, and it scores. Point 6. Ben has 4 points. He serves to Jedden in the purple at post 8. Jedden with a good catch on the forehand. Throws the carom. Did not cut out. Ben's there at the 11 line. Jedden from the forehand. Looking to get the big bounce on the inside. Forehand rebote. Ben keeps it away from the overhead screen nicely. Here's Jedden from the 8 line. Rebote left side. This one hits the overhead screen. Point 8. 8 serves. Post 2. Cool Fitness. Powerful backhand by Cool Fitness. Jedden's there. Jedden reverse 2-all. That's going to score. Point 8. Jedden serves to Vuelo in the red shirt of post 1. Catch by Jedden. Tried it again. Didn't work that time. Rebote for Jedden. Swing and a miss. Midcourt. Point 1. Vuelo has 3 points. He serves to Anderluck. Anderluck returns with possible game point. Anderluck, low and hard. Caught by Vuelo. Rebote forehand to the inside. Vuelo scoops it up on the left side. Anderluck from the forehand. What a hard throw. This one's going to score. What a well-played point by Vuelo and Anderluck. Beautiful point in game to Anderluck in the pink of post 7. Three, 6, and 8 will play off for second and third place. 3 first serves to 6. Powerful forehand by Ben. El Barba reaching up to make the save. Sends it back a little too high. That hit the overhead screen. That's out of play. Point 6. 6 on the board with 6 points. Here's post 8, Jedden. That's a nice backhand by Jedden. Rebote left side by Ben to the inside. Here's Jedden. Jedden goes wall to wall. Rebote is coming out to the 4 line. Ben puts it inside. What a one-handed catch by Jedden. That was an excellent effort by Jedden to try to get that. Point 6. Point in place to post 6. This is a playoff for third place now. 3 serves 8. Rabote by El Barba to the outside. That scores. Nicely placed by El Barba. Point and a third place finish for El Barba. Unofficial order finish 7-6-3. There are the prices. Game 2. $2 quinella. That's 6-7 or 7-6, $58. The exact is 7-6, $69. There's a 50-cent try price. 50-cent trifecta is an option with our wagering. 7-6-3. Doesn't mean the total cost is 50 cents. Of course, we should point that out. But your combinations can be bought 50 cents a shot. 7-6-3, 309.10. Up next, Game 3, a spectacular 7 doubles match. Play to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. Game 3 is the first of 3 doubles games in the championship doubles season. The first one for 2020 that's played now through June 27th. $10,000 on the line, with $5,000 going for second. Same teams each day. Unless, of course, there's a scratch, which we hope doesn't happen. Post time for Game 3, our first doubles, is 8 minutes away.
And before we get into our first doubles game of this afternoon, morning, wherever you may be enjoying this highlight action, we got a little video. It's explaining highlight, how to win, how to lose. There's only a couple of rules, and here they are for you. Take a look.
The main rule of highlight is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in highlight. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a highlight player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
And that was highlight explained. Hopefully that clears up some of the rules. There's only a couple reasons why you're either still serving or headed back to the bench, taking that dreaded walk back to the bench. And now before we get into the first doubles game, recapping our doubles standings on the week. And this week alone, dealing with a couple injuries in doubles play this week. Diaz went down the first day of the week, so the team of Anderluck and Diaz have played no games together this week for doubles. So obviously nothing on the board for that team there. The team of Ron, and Rock, 0 points as well. And looking at the teams that have played, so there have been 8 total teams, I believe, that have played throughout the week, and only 4 of them have gotten on the board with wins. All the wins spread out amongst just 4 teams. Leading the pack, Douglas and Lamonti. We mentioned they are atop the leaderboard, but they got 4 wins this week alone. That's tied with Kubala and Asier. Also 4 wins this week in doubles. Really strong play for that team, and particularly Asier too, the son of player manager here, great JR, Juan Ramon Arasate. And Asier really, don't know if he had a great conversation with his dad, gave him some good tips, but Asier playing some great highlight this week in both singles and doubles. Singles, I think he's got 2 wins. Doubles, they've got 4. So that's a big week for Asier. And then in that doubles play, Tennessee and Bueno, they've got 3 wins, and Carballo and Juice have picked up 2 wins. So the team of Ikeda and Fred, 0 wins on the week. Ben and El Barba, surprisingly, only 1 place in their 13 games, only in the money 1 time. That's a bit of a shock for that team. And then Jedden and Cool and Flo and CRB, neither of those teams have gotten on the board either. So just those 4 teams seem to be dominating that doubles play, and particularly the team of Douglas and Lamonti, 14 wins on the year, Stu. It's been, I mean, we say dominant all the time, but that really has been the word to describe how they've been playing.
I am so impressed with the statistical analysis. I mean, I say, no, and oftentimes, I obviously kid quite a bit.
Sure. Yes.
Of course.
We have a great. Yes.
Of course, I don't know how much that comes. That people know. What a jerk. Yeah, it's like no, and I can be very difficult as well. I mean, I obviously recognize that, but I am very impressed with this degree of statistical analysis in highlight. Has always been left to the fan.
Yeah.
It's always been left to the fan. I mean,
right.
there's some people who are here that I may or may not see that make comments every now and then,
right.
Whether it's on Tiger's board or whether it's here, wherever it is. But there are people who live and die by statistics.
Yeah.
They do, and I've always you always try to be respectful of that. But because announcing in highlight has always been restricted to the facility, so you're talking about anywhere from a 2 to 5,000 seat auditorium with overflow space.
Yeah.
To have an ongoing conversation over several thousand people like this, just kind of like in a stadium, just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Scott's been talking about this since year 1, and I never really got it. To be honest with you, I just did not get it until we started doing the preparation for the YouTube channel. Now I kind of get it. I don't know that I would sit and listen to myself talk, really. In fact, I know for a fact I probably wouldn't. And if you look at my relationship history, of course, that's pretty much well indicative that people just can only listen to it for so long. But feedback so far has been good, but the statistical part of this is absolutely fantastic. And I've never, in all the years that I've been around Highlight, I've never quite looked at it with that type of detail statistically.
Right.
Never.
Well, I took a class, I think this word stems from a data journalism class as a journalist, and that was really interesting. All about Excel, all about numbers, learned how to do all this stuff here, and there's really a story in the numbers. That was the big, one note to take out of that class.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, there's a story, in the data and in all the numbers, and, Steve Martin has a great article. We're going to talk about that later about Ron and Douglas comparing their stats from last year, but you can really make a whole story out of everything in here, and you see if a guy's placing or showing a lot, they got to just get that one extra point. Maybe there's something that's holding him back, and vice versa. So it's really interesting to look, and of course, if there's any more statistics you guys want or need, I love doing it. This is fun for me. I'm a nerd. I do this for fun. So, let me know.
Not a nerd.
I love it. I love it all. So keep firing away if you need any other statistics, and glad we can do it. Yeah,
you
this
are
is fun.
a modern day highlight aficionado, is what you are.
But we got interesting. Oh man, 0 minutes to Game 3 is going to say they do have the high five payouts. Game 3 starts the high five. They have the high five payouts on Say Highlight. The biggest jackpot ever was 12,000. So for people looking at the high five, 12,000, 7,000, 6,000, 6,000. So once it gets into that category, may start to think about playing that. Game number 3.
That's right. If 2,000 isn't enough for you,
if 2,000 isn't enough,
if you can't use an extra 2,000, don't bother. Serving in the red shirts at post 1, we have Cool Fitness and Jedden. Receiving the blue at post 2, El Barba and Ben. Jedden serves. We begin Game 3. Great. Point 2. El Barba and Ben first up on the board in our third game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts at post 3, Ikeda and Anderluck. Ikeda picks the serve, sends it back to pass. Robote forehand, missed at the 9 line. Point 3. Green shirts of post 4 receive. Here's Juice and Carballo. Carballo on the backhand. Caught on the forehand of Anderluck. Anderluck goes deep from the forehand. Robote by Carballo. Catch by Anderluck. Ikeda, difficult catch at the 9 line. Juice with a beautiful catch in the front court. What a scoop by Carballo. And a carom and a scoop by Ikeda. Carballo for the Robote. He goes to the floor. Rips another one. This one just too low. That was a beautifully played point by everyone on the court. Point 3. Ikeda now serves to the black shirts at post 5. Bueno in Tennessee. Powerful forehand by Tennessee. Good catch by Anderluck. Tennessee from the 11 line. Ikeda. Oh my God, he caught it. Please don't try to throw it. Wow. Good effort. Great effort. Great effort by Tennessee. Awesome. Point 3. Yellow shirts at post 6 receive. The team of Asier and Kubala. Kubala. Called for the Robote, keep it to himself. Here's Ikeda. Ikeda takes a look, throws it inside. Kubala's got it in the air. Anderluck from the 11 line. Kubala. Anderluck picks it out of the air at the 13 line. Here's Kubala. That's a beautiful forehand throw straight over the top by Anderluck. Ikeda at the side wall. Goes deep. Robote forehand. This one hits the overhead screen. Well played. Point 3. 3 has 4 points. Here's post 7, the pink shirts, Lamonte and Douglas. Powerful backhand by Douglas is tipped in the backcourt. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive the purple shirts of post 8. We have CRB and Vuelo. Good pickup by Vuelo. Douglas goes to the floor to make the save, just keeps it in play. Front quarter and back quarter, gotta communicate. Powerful, Robote. Gonna score for Douglas, point 7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return, Jedden, Cool Fitness. Powerful forehand by Cool Fitness. Douglas, wow. Nice try. That was tough. Point one. One is serving to post 2, El Barba and Ben. Powerful backhand. Gets by Cool Fitness and scores for Ben. Point 2. El Barba serving to the green shirts at post 4, returning our Juice and Carballo. Carballo from the backhand. Way hard. Robote comes out to the 5 line. Thrown beautifully by El Barba to the inside, rather. Ball tipped by Ben. Point 4. Juice will serve to the black shirts at post 5. Taking the court are Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve. There's the backhand. Orion Robote by Juice played nicely. Juice with a great catch in the front court. Orion Robote saved by Carballo. Tennessee steps in. Tennessee sends it over his head. Carballo for the Robote at the side wall. That's a great save. That ball was on the side wall. Bueno's there. Hard backhand. Carballo again. Carballo missed this one. Point 5. Yellow shirts at post 6 receive. Asier and Kubala. Ball tipped in the backcourt, point 6. Asier serving to the returning 3 team, Ikeda and Anderluck. Anderluck moves up, makes the catch, blasts it. What a great Robote save by Kubala. That was beautiful. Cortada stopped by Kubala and another great catch. Ikeda came way, way too close. I mean, way too close on that one. Kubala again on the backhand. Ikeda sets for the Robote. Sends it back. Kubala passed on taking it in the air. Throws it to the outside. Ikeda's there. 3-wall play going to the outside. Perfect positioning by Kubala to make the stop. What a catch by Kubala. That was Juggling ruled on the call.
Maybe the point of
What a point. That might be the point of the year.
Yeah.
What a great point.
Inspired play on the Sunday, Stu. Love to see it.
Point 3. Possible game point. Ikeda and Anderluck. Scoop by Ikeda. Hard forehand. Again, communication between the front quarter and back quarter. Got to happen. That's point and game to the white shirts of post 3. 3 wins it 2 places. 7-1, 4-5, and 6 will play off for 3rd place. 7 first serves to 1. Catch by Cool Fitness. Douglas from the forehand. Point 1. One on the board with 4 points. Here is post 4. Juice and Carballo. Good catch by Jedden, but on the throw, dropped it. Point 4. 4 has 4 points. Juice serves to the black shirts at post 5. Bueno in Tennessee. Point 5. 5 has 4 points, serving to post 6, taking the court, Asier and Kubala. Tennessee on the catch. Strong backhand. Good catch by Kubala. Asier's got it, holds on to it, returns a beautiful reverse into the corner. Tennessee's there and put it into the overhead screen. Too much. Point 6. 6 has 4 points, serving to post 7 in the pink shirts. Lamonte and Douglas. Wow. Not a lot to say about that catch. That was an excellent catch by Douglas. Couldn't get the Cesta back to make the throw, though. Possible show point for post 6, receiving post 1. There we go.
Everybody's still in the game. Everybody's still in the game. I thought it was 1-7. Look at that.
Point and show to post 6, Asier. Unofficial order finish, 3-6. Prices will be up in a moment.
We say it all the time, stupid. That was highlight. That
Yes.
was definitely
No, that was
highlight.
excellent. That with Anderluck and Ikeda and especially Kubala. I mean, the
Yeah.
absolute
Oh my
standout
God.
there was Kubala. I mean, Kubala was absolutely the standout. But there was an early point with Ikeda, Anderluck, Juice, and Carballo.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, in all cases, it's important to understand that Ikeda Anderluck is not one of our standard doubles teams.
Yes.
That's both their partners are scratch. That's why they're playing together.
Right.
So that's an unusually strong team. And they're playing throughout the... So for those of you placing wagers on this, you may want to take a look at that as we go forward. At least I would. Though I've never placed a bet on highlight. But if I did, I would be looking at these prices.
Yes,
How's that
prices.
for a transition?
That was great, Stu.
A good
We're getting
transition?
Yeah, week 4. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Quinella, 2-3. That's 2-3 or 3-2, $21. Trifecta, first, second, and third place finishing, $113.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our fourth game, a spectacular 7. Singles match played to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 4 also begins today's pick 3. Post time for Game 4, and the pick 3 just 7 minutes away. And finishing that thought, is so here at Magic City, as players have developed at different speeds, basically, I guess is the way to put it. Some have taken to it a little bit more quickly than others. A stronger player is matched with a weaker player. That's not a good player is matched with a bad player. We don't look at it like that. And the stronger the player, the weaker the player.
Yes.
In the case of Lamonte and Douglas, Douglas obviously number one coming out of last year, won everything.
181 games.
Won all the competitions. Lamonte spent a fantastic career in the Coast Guard. Retired out of the Coast Guard, decided he wanted to play Highlight.
Right.
Only been playing Highlight for a year.
Yeah, great story too.
Yeah. So he's only playing a Highlight for a year and 4 months. So will he get there? Absolutely, he's going to get there.
Definitely.
But so by partnering he with Douglas, it gives Lamonte a good fighting chance in this. So that's the way these teams are basically put together. So when you see the weaker of the two players doing particularly well in an aggressive point, as was the case there with Juice and Carballo, that was fantastic. Juice got right in there and stuck that cesta in there. Juice was a standout player from the first year, then had an injury. And he had a very difficult time coming back from the injury, and year 2 was not a good year for Juice.
Yeah.
But Juice has been working. He's been working on his game as best he can. And there, he stepped right in with 3. Ikeda, Anderluck, and Carballo were throwing the whatever you want to say out of the ball. I mean, they were killing the ball. And Juice stepped right in there and caught 2 on the left side nicely.
Yeah, I mean, that thing about Juice in particular is that he's always going to get involved in the play, and he's always going to give you effort. I mean, you see in that 2-wall, I think the number 2 play is Juice falling backwards, throwing a 2-wall. I mean, his helmet goes off, he's flying across the court, and just a guy you love to cheer for, just because he's going to give it your all, and playing particularly better this year. I mean, forgot about that injury last season. That's interesting. You mentioned that. Yeah. They do forget that.
This is the thing that folks in the chat, folks online, they love to see his backflip.
Yeah.
Or when he did the flip off the wall.
Yeah.
They love that backflip. They know that I don't like it. I don't like it for look,
yes.
If he wants to win and flip his way into the next game, that's fine. If he wants to do a backflip and catch the ball, that's fine too. The problem is that it's risky.
Sure.
And his value to me, not as a human, he has tremendous value. I'm basically a humanist. So everyone has value to me as a human. But as far as this program's concerned, I need him to be able to play highlights.
Yeah.
So if he does a backflip that's really entertaining and breaks his ankle again, I'm definitely not going to be happy about that. So I would prefer that he stick to the highlight and do the flipping in the offseason.
And the highlight's working for him.
The highlight right now is working. Absolutely. There's no question about it.
And on the year for Juice, we'll give you his stats. 3 wins, 4 places, 8 shows in singles play, and he'll be playing out of the 7 post in this game. Couple 7s on the board already. So we had that early in the season when I think 7-1 the first, was it 5 or 6 games? Crazy 7s day, but maybe Juice, this could be his game here, playing particularly well in doubles. And then you see that with Lamonte. I mean, guys that play well in doubles have a stronger partner. They get some confidence in those doubles games. And you see in the later part of the week, they really translate it into that singles play. And another note in doubles too, just notice that a lot more patience out of a lot of these teams, in particular with the kill shots. I mean, earlier in the week, you just saw a lot of balls that weren't particularly close to staying in the lines.
Yes.
I mean, just wild shots. And it's not a matter of throwing the shots, it's also throwing them at the right time. I mean, you see Douglas, and I think a lot of teams, when they get out there and they play against a guy like Douglas, they're like, okay, I need to throw a shot and beat him before he beats me.
Right.
And this year we've been talking about Douglas is just, he's rallying. I mean, in a better sense. I mean, he's throwing the ball, he's making catches. He hasn't, I mean, we don't have the kill shot stats. I mean, that would be awesome if we could do that. But I'm going to guess that he doesn't have nearly the amount of attempts and executed shots. I mean, even attempts compared to anybody.
No, if I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
No, but if you looked at him in the practices, okay. Douglas can throw it on both sides. He can throw caroms, he can throw cortadas, but we've had the conversation. He's looking at a limited number of games to keep it fair for everybody. And so risk reward is an absolute assessment that he makes.
Right.
And he knows, or at least he seems to know, that by making very good catches and pummeling the ball to the inside, which isn't great highlight strategy. I mean, it's just not. Because eventually everybody gets good enough to catch that, and then that doesn't make a difference,
work at the
and your arm is gone. I mean, that's realistically what happens there. only so much as the guys who you're playing against may have a little difficult time catching. They may hear it hit the glass and get nervous about it. So that only works that long. So you need to be able to work those shots into it. But right now, he's just looking at it as I stand as good a chance of winning with this power as I do throwing a shot.
Right.
Other guys like Carballo,
Yeah,
Carballo on the other hand, shot king.
Right. Yeah, and Bueno too. I mean, those guys are
Yes.
very active at picking and throwing shots, and sometimes they're great, and these guys both a ton of skill. But maybe it's waiting for the next opportunity, that second or third opportunity, as opposed to the first one. You see Bueno, I mean, very aggressive in the front court, picks it a lot. If he would just maybe throw it inside a couple times and establish that, hey, I can do it to the inside, not necessarily, and then that one time it just goes right to the outside and kills it. Great patience there. We'll see how that translates to the next doubles game. But for now, game 4. Send it to you, Stu.
Knowing when to throw the shot, finishing the thought,
Yes.
knowing when to throw the shot is as important as
Yes,
having the skill to be able to
absolutely.
do it. No question about it. We now begin game 4, spectacular 7 scoring. Assier serves in our first matchup to Cool Fitness. Ball tipped back at the 11 line. Point 2. Cool Fitness first up on the board in game 4. Receiving post 3, the white shirt, Tennessee. Point 3. That'll bring to the court the green shirt of post 4, CRB. CRB starts on the backhand. Nice and hard. Robote coming out. Robote left side to the inside by Tennessee. Well thrown. Robote coming out. CRB on the run. CRB got assessed on it, but hooked it. Robote's coming like that. You're going down. Need to try to throw high. Point 3. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's Vuelo. Beautiful backhand throw by Vuelo. Tennessee. That Robote hit the top of the pad. Point goes to the 5. 5 serves. Post 6. Here's Jedden. Good catch by Vuelo. Vuelo sends it back. Robote by Jedden. It's a 2-all big bounce. Vuelo moves up, makes the catch. Looks to place it. Not soft enough. Jedden got up there. Jedden outside placement. Vuelo. Well played by Vuelo and Jedden. Point 6. Here's post 7, Juice. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive the purple shirt at post 8, Lamonte. Ball goes over Lamonte's head and scores point 7. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First matchup of the second round, Juice serves Assier. Overserve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line. That went past the 7. Point goes to the 2. Point goes to the 1, rather. Here's post 2, Cool Fitness. Ball dropped off the serve, point 1. 1 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 4, CRB. Point 1. Ospa game point 4. Ossier in the red shirt at post 1. Trying to stop him. Tennessee. Rebote by Ossier. Catch by Tennessee. Ossier with a great catch. Holds it, stops it. Inside it goes. Tennessee from his knees. Did not have his footing. Threw it to the overhead screen. That is point and game to the red shirt at post 1, Ossier. 7 serves 3. This is for second and third place. Seven places, 3 shows. Unofficial order of finish. 1, 7, 3. Results from Game 4 official. Coming in first, post 1, Ossier. Taking second, post 7, Juice. Coming in third, post 3, Tennessee. Prices are up. Game 4, Quinella. That's first and second in any order. 1-7, 7-1, $54.60. The trifecta 173, $291 even. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, Game 5, a spectacular 7 doubles match, the second of our 3 doubles games in this afternoon's performance. Post time for Game 5, 8 minutes away.
Right before we get into the action for game number 5, a couple years ago when this idea was first born here at Magic City to transition from dogs to Jai-Alai, train athletes from scratch. Well, there's a camera crew here that made a whole documentary about it called Magic City Hustle, Stu. Pretty good if you've taken a look at it. We've got a preview to see right here on the Jai-Alai Channel. If you want to look, take a look.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play Jai-Alai.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train Jai-Alai players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled Jai-Alai.
I was like, Jai-Alai.
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having the work, played Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man. Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Born and raised in Miami.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is going to pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
That was a preview for Magic City Hustle, and pretty interesting every time that comes up, Stu. Seen it a couple times
It's
now.
a great movie.
Great
It
movie.
is.
Definitely check it out.
If we do say ourselves,
Yes.
do say so ourselves, it is. It's a very entertaining movie, no question about it.
$5 rental, and there's a link on MagicCityCasino.com and also MagicCityHustle.com if you just want to go directly to the site. $5 rental, and that's only a one-time fee for that to check it out.
So looking, with 4 minutes to go and looking at game number 5, obviously we have Lamonte and Douglas in the one post, which benefits them.
Yes.
But when you scroll down a bit, you look at post 5, Ikeda, who's paired with Fred, who's out, scheduling conflict, I believe we'll call that.
Yeah.
And Anderluck's partner with Diaz, and they really did get some momentum before Diaz went down this week with his knee. So to have a full 8 post game, we
got to combine one of them.
They're paired together exactly. So who are you going to put with Anderluck? You're going to put Ron with Anderluck? Are you going to? So it's toss up where that's concerned. Yeah. So that is obviously a particularly dominant team. Through the random draw that assigns post positions, they are in the 5.
Yeah,
that's something that one question that does come up. The old system that was in place from 1926 to 1989, I believe, 89 or 90, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was after what we'll call a gray day in Jai-Alai in 1980, in April of '88. The player manager was the player manager and the matchmaker, and they put players into the post position.
Right.
Now, because points double after the first round of play, I guess it would have been in place then since the 30s. But anyway. Because points double after the first round of play, the lower post positions, so specifically 1, 2, and 3, are the statistically, you have fan statistics, are the easier post positions to win out of. 5 and the 7 are particularly difficult to win out of, but 5, 6, 7. The 8, not as difficult as the 5, because even though it's at the end, if you get the first point, your points are worth double from that point.
You only have to win 4 points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Traditionally, the player manager would handicap the best players in post positions.
Yeah.
And we did experiment with that last year when Douglas was running away with things.
Yeah.
We did. Everybody was randomized except for Douglas. Douglas was in that 5, 6, 7 consistently for a few months, and then we backed out of that and had it random for everybody.
And even putting him in some of those deeper post positions down the line, still was winning at an extraordinary rate. And I think that's just a matter of, you give Douglas 2 chances compared to some of the other guys. He comes around, maybe misses whatever happens the first time around, but give him a second chance, give him a third chance. It's particularly tough when you get 1 point. Sure, anything could happen. A lot of the times you see people, particular guys like El Barba, people in the chat have noticed, seems to have his number sometimes more than the other guys, but
that's always. I will tell you this. That's always been in highlights. Certain guys have other guys' numbers. Certain guys have mental blocks where other players are concerned. It just happens, and sometimes it's just a day-to-day thing, or it'll go on for a week or something like that, and you get your head clear and you play fine after that. So Ikeda Anderluck looking particularly good out of the 5 in this game. I don't think that there's really any question about that.
Yeah,
obviously we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and mentioning only the wins with your doubles assigned team, or your assigned doubles team, will count. So Anderluck and Ikeda won that first game. That doesn't count towards the overall standings because both of them are missing their partners. So that win just goes to the field, as we say, and we'll see how if any of the assigned teams can take this game away from Anderluck and Ikeda.
Less than a minute to go till the beginning of Game 5. Post time. Time to begin our 5th game, a spectacular 7 doubles match. This is the second of 3 doubles games here at Magic City Jai-Alai. Serving in the red shirts, post 1, We have Lamonte and Douglas receiving the blue post 2, CRB and Vuelo. There's the serve. Game 5 begins. Vuelo for the rebote. Good catch by Lamonte. Sends it back. This one gets by. Vuelo 2 score, point 1. Well thrown by Lamonte. 1 first up on the board in our 5th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3. The team of Asier and Kubala receive. Nice forehand throw by Kubala. Catch by Douglas. Douglas comes over the top to the inside. Kubala's there. Picada. Got him. Point 3. Picada, big bounce play thrown from the forehand high to the front wall. Over the head of the front quarter to the feet of the back quarter for a big bounce. Green shirts, a post 4 receive. Cool Fitness and Jedden. Jedden picks the serve, sends it back. That came way out and scored. Nice throw by Jedden. Point 4. Black shirts, a post 5 receive. The team of Ikeda and Anderluck. Anderluck over the top. Great catch on the forehand of Jedden. He keeps it inside. This one crosses the sidewall and scores. Well thrown again by Jedden. Point 4. Yellow shirts at post 6. Juice and Carballo receive. Good catch by Cool Fitness. Nice backhand. Caught by Juice, and a beautiful throw by Juice. Hard throw by Cool Fitness. Rebote coming out. Juice goes to the floor. Was throwing a 2-wall. Hit the pad. Point 4. Four team has 3 points. This next matchup, Jedden serves to Pinka post 7, El Barba Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Rebote going all the way out. Almost a home run. El Barba comes in to make the catch. Oh, reverse 2-wall. Missed. Point 4. Here now to complete the first round and receive. Purple shirts at post 8. Bueno in Tennessee. Bueno picks the serve, throws the carom. Jedden read it, stopped it, returns the carambola. Wow, nicely thrown. Point 4. Straight points to a possible game point here for the green shirts of post 4. Cool Fitness and Jedden trying to stop them post 2. CRB and Vuelo. Jedden makes the catch midcourt. Vuelo with a great catch on the backhand. Hard throw. Cool Fitness is there. Vuelo, rebote to the outside. Both players standing outside. They got to get back in. Point and a perfect game, ladies and gentlemen, in the green shirts of post 4, Jedden and Cool Fitness. This is a playoff for second and third place. 1 serves to 3. Carom by Kubala. Catch by Lamonte. 2-all rebote. Stopped by Douglas. Douglas passes it. Forehand rebote by Kubala up at the 6th line. Here's Douglas. Great catch by Kubala at the 11 line. Scoop by Douglas. Douglas puts it right in the corner. Asier going for the forehand rebote, just missed. Point and place to post 1, 3 shows. Unofficial order, finish 4-1-3. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results are official. Coming in first, post 4. Cool Fitness and Jed, and they had a perfect game. Taking second, post 1, Lamonte Douglas. Coming in third, post 3, Asier Kubala.
Oddly enough, Stu, perfect game for their first win of the doubles season. So haven't been able to get on the board, and then they do it in that fashion. So
that's fantastic.
Dominant victory for Jedden and Cool.
Yeah, Jedden played terrific in that game, no question about it.
The cousin duo, yes.
The cousin duo. They are cousins. And if you watch Magic City Hustle, I believe you'll, well, yeah.
You'll get the whole story. You'll get the whole story.
Yeah, exactly.
Behind,
It's a good story there. $2 Quinella 1-4, 32-40. That's 1-4 or 4-1. That's first and second in any order. Trifecta 4-1-3, $334 even. And wow, look at that win. I just glanced up and happened to notice that. 4 to win, so $2 on 4 to win, returning $36.
Yeah, I think the public knew they didn't have any wins. Yeah.
Wow, well, with your brilliant statistics, yeah. I mean, even I was excited about the stats, but of course, you see, and then you make the connection with the wagering, and I guess it gets very interesting, doesn't it?
And then you get some happy fans that took some off-the-wall picks there, but that pays dividends there. 36 to win. That might be one of the highest win prices we've had this year.
The online stuff is what we have right now. Yeah. This new normal. But there is something about being at the track and having someone, come on up to a mutual window. I would like to put $2 on the 4 to win.
Yeah, it's fun.
And a lot of times you get a mutual clerk that is actually paying attention, maybe even betting and snickering, going, this guy don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, sure, here you go.
Good story.
$36 win, it's ridiculous.
I think the reason I never understood what Quinella, Exacta, Trifecta, Superfecta, any of the terms means, because my dad would go to the teller, and I remember I would be standing a couple feet behind because I couldn't go up to the desk.
Where you should. There you go.
Exactly.
The state takes that really seriously. Kids at windows, not a good thing.
And I would just hear my dad. I mean, he was like we made the joke. I mean, he's a telemarketer. Just rattling these numbers off. I'm like, how can someone be moving their hands that quickly and also understand what the heck this guy's saying? But they did. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they do it. Those people are. They deserve. I mean, those are maybe some of the smartest people with numbers in the world. I mean, they deserve so much credit. It's crazy.
It really is something else. And unfortunately, like so many other things, it's kind of a dying art. People spending considerably less time at the track, far more opportunities to bet online. But no, people sitting punching away. And once upon a time, I know this will come as a shock to you. Now, this was a little bit before my time as well. Yeah. You couldn't bet and cash at windows. You had bet windows and you had cashing windows.
Wow. Yeah, that's something I didn't
do you know what the first system was called? Here you go. You ready?
No.
Fascinating. Bet cash. The bet cash system.
Wow.
Why? Because you could bet and you can cash at the same window.
Simple game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. I never thought I'd know any of this stuff in my life when I was younger. I was making plans for my future. Yeah. But, hey.
Here we are. We're here. We're loving it.
The path less traveled, and then the path almost never traveled. That's the parimutuel path. Right. The one almost never traveled. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, game number 6, a spectacular 7 singles match played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for game 6. About 6 minutes away.
And for those of you playing along in the fantasy highlight game right now, trying to get those stats uploaded through Game 5. Game 5 just happened. The stats are in takes a couple seconds to get loaded into that into the system, the website that we use there. So at the start of Game 6, if you want to check out the fantasy, I know it's getting down to the wire. Some people may or may not be wagering in real life, so I want to give you another rooting interest. And it's the inaugural week, Stu. So some excitement around it. We had a tie going into today. Look at the top 2 entries. Jim J and Turkey were the top 2, tied at 95 points. Pretty good. An interesting note for those top 2 teams, none of the same players on both of those teams. So going to be interesting, and we don't know. There's a ton of teams, 88 points. all the way down to the top 20s at 77. And a day of highlight. One guy has a big day, could really turn it around, and you saw what happened. Douglas 0 points that first day is a $10 value. One of the most popular picks. They give all stats. They give lineup stats. They give how many people pick certain players for this. Really cool stuff. And looking at who was the most used player for this week number 4, well, this is going to tell you. And it was ownership percentage. Douglas was the highest ownership percentage. Looks like just over 30 entries had Douglas this week as a $10 value. Second was Carballo at $3. And Carballo with 5 places on the week. 3 points per place. That's 15 points. Not a bad week, particularly for a guy with a $3 value. And then there's a 3-way tie. Anderluck, El Barba, and Kubala. The next 3 for singles place. So people sticking with one of the top singles players, good strategy there. Maybe not looking at volume in terms of total games played, but Douglas is playing the least amount of games, was the most used and the most expensive, so he's going to need a couple wins if those guys that picked Douglas going to want to climb up that leaderboard.
One minute to go till we begin Game 6. Game 6 just a minute away. And trifecta pool. By that we mean how much money is in the is being wagered on the trifecta. $1,113 in the tri pool for Game 6. That's a nice tri pool. When you're a growing program like us, I should say. Of course, the horse tracks would look at that and say, "What? What's wrong with the machines? The machines are off." No. Here, we like to see tri pools over $1,000.
It just shot up at the end.
There we go.
1,300.
We're ready to begin Game 6, a spectacular 7 singles match, played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Ikeda. Receiving the blue post 2 is Anderluck. There's the serve. We begin Game 6. Robote left side by Ikeda. Clipped the side wall. Anderluck missed it on the hop. Point 1. Receiving, white shirt at post 3. Here's Jedden. Backhand to the outside. Ikeda on the Robote. Ikeda goes inside. Jedden's there. Great catch by Ikeda. Ikeda from the forehand at the 8 line. Hard throw to the inside. Jedden, beautiful Robote save. Ikeda faked the carom, put it back inside. Jedden was there for the Robote, just couldn't get his cest on at point 1. That was beautiful play by both Ikeda and Jedden. Now receiving, Ron in the green at post 4. Good catch by Ikeda. Point one. One is on the board with 3 points and serving to the black shirt of post 5, Bueno. Bueno got it, couldn't control it. Point one. Ikeda has 4 points. He serves to the yellow shirt of post 6. Here's El Barba. Good catch by Ikeda. Sidearm Karam's going to score. Point one.
That's great. Perfect shot.
Ikeda with 5 points in this next matchup, serving to Tennessee in the pink of post 7. Point one. Possible game point for the red shirt of post 1. Ikeda trying to stop him. Ben. Powerful backhand by Ben. Rebote coming out to the 7 line. Turn from the forehand of Ikeda. Ben again. Rebote coming back out, this time to the 6 line. Inside placement. Scores for Ikeda. That is point and a perfect game with no other points on the board for the red shirt of post 1, Ikeda. One wins it 2-3, 4-5, 6-7, and 8, playing off for second and third place. 2 first serves to 3. Beautiful serve by Anderluck. Good catch by Jedden. Anderluck on the backhand. Forehand rebote by Jedden. Here's Anderluck. Outside placement. Just missed. Point 3. Here's post 4. Ron. Nice backhand throw by Ron. Forehand rebote by Jedden. Ron with the one-handed scoop. Reverse 2-all. Definitely not working that time. Point 3. Possible place point for Jedden. Over serve. Ball must land between the 4 and 7 line on the serve. That passed. This point goes to the 5. Our playoff for second and third place continues. Bueno has 2 points. He matches up against El Barba. Post 6. Off the court. Point 5. Possible place point for Bueno. Trying to stop him, Tennessee. Powerful backhand by Bueno. Point and place to post 5. Third place goes to post 3. Jedden. Unofficial order of finish. 1, 5, 3. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results are official from Game 6. Coming in first, post 1, Ikeda. Second, post 5, Bueno. Coming in third, post 3, Jedden. 1-5-3, the official order finish for Game 6. Prices are official. $2 Quinella 1-5. That's 1-5 or 5 $20. Trifecta 1-5-3 $109.60. Today's pick 3 1-4-1. 3 of 3 numbers returning $734.40. That's a nice pick 3 with 2 1s in it. Interesting. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, our 7th game, a spectacular 7 doubles match. The third and final doubles match in this Sunday matinee performance. 3 games left in today's performance. Games 7, 8, and 9. 1 doubles game, that's up next. Post time, 8 minutes away.
And before the final doubles game of the afternoon, got another video that's featuring the 10 best rebotes from 2019. We looked through all the top plays from last season and got it down to just 10. So here are the 10 best from 2019. Take a look. Outside placement from Cool. Asier goes back for the rebote, diving, and that's a 2-ball and lands just in. That will score.
Four line, outside placement stopped by Willow. Willow plays it back. Bueno, what a rebote save on the left side. Karam stopped on the forehand of Jin. What a beautiful rebote. Jin on the run, 2 bounces, scores. Back to the inside, Carballo goes. Douglas with the blind save. Just lobbed it up under his arm. Rebote thrown beautifully. Antelope gets out of the way. Rebote's back up. What a fine effort. This is a 2-ball. Alabama on the run. And it scores. Carballo picks the serve. Here's the reverse. That is a diving save by CRB. He somehow gets rid of it in time without holding it. Here's Anderluck. Carballo diving save. What a fantastic rebote thrown by Carballo. Diving save, it's up, it's in, it's scored. That's why you never give up.
Big left side, takes an interesting hop, goes to the outside. There's Douglas. First play back to the inside, high bouncer. Carballo waits for it.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Rebote save.
Carballo's there. Sidearm carom, split placement. Kubala up at the 5 line. Willow, that's in play. That is absolutely in play.
And that was a collection of the top 10 rebotes from the 2019 season. A lot of helmets, bodies flying everywhere, Stu, and it's that effort we talk about. Second to none here at Magic City. One of the many reasons why we love this product of Jai-Alai. Great. I mean, love all those saves of Vlelo. I mean, Vlelo, particularly last year, Vlelo, if you're watching this year for the first time, just factual, not nearly as good as he was last season. That, no-look Rebote save behind his back was unbelievable given the circumstances last season, that play, and Vlelo just skill-wise, unbelievable, all of it. Great
Whatever
stuff.
you have to do to get to the front wall, he gets that.
Absolutely. And a shot you saw a couple times, you see that low reverse 2-wall thing that you talk about, and you see it go into the pad a disproportionate amount of time. There's a little backstory behind it.
If you're new to Jai-Alai, so what we call the backhand is called, translates to reverse. And so when you throw it on the left side of the body, it's called reverse. So the reverse 2-wall that you'll hear me talking about is something that I cringe. When you're being trained to play Jai-Alai and you're learning to throw reverse, you're learning to throw that backhand, you want it to go straight. In fact, the closer you are to the sidewall and the closer you get it to the sidewall, so to throw it to stand a foot away from the sidewall, throw the backhand, and have it travel between you and the back wall is optimal. To have it travel where it skips along the sidewall is optimal. So clipping, when you throw, is a problem in training.
Yeah.
So is it a legitimate shot? It is a legal shot. It is a legitimate shot. And if you go back, way back in Jai-Alai, you'll see that, they would, we're talking 30s, 40s, 50s.
Right.
Not even the 50s, but 30s, 40s, they would throw the reverse 2-wall. But since developing the costado, which we'll talk about another time, which is over the shoulder on the left side, that kill shot, no, reverse 2-walls for the most part I will always kind of view them as cheesy, even when they score, even if someone's betting on it and scores and it wins money. But for me, reverse 2-walls are just crap.
Right.
Just is. Even when they score, still crap.
Sure.
We're ready to begin game, and that's my rant. We're ready to begin game number 7, spectacular 7 doubles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 7 also closes out today's high five. Serving red shirts post 1, we have Asier Kubala. Receiving blue post 2, Lamonte Douglas. Backhand stays away from the overhead screen. Kubala, picada. Douglas hangs back at the back wall to make this catch. Good catch by Kubala. Kubala goes deep. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side to the inside. Kubala makes the catch. Kubala throws the carom. And it scores. Well played. Point 1. White shirts opposed 3 receive in this next matchup. Asier serving to Juice and Carballo. Carballo from the forehand at the 9 line. Carom scores. Point 3. Juice now serves to the green shirts of post 4. Here's the team of Bueno and Tennessee. Powerful backhand. Good catch by Tennessee. Ball tipped in the front court. Point 3. Now receiving in the black shirts of Post 5, the team of CRB and Vuelo. It's a good serve by Juice. Catch by Vuelo. Strong backhand by Vuelo. Rebote forehand hooked by CRB. Point 3. Juice and Carballo have 3 points. They serve to the yellow shirts of Post 6. Here's Ikeda and Anderluck. Another good serve by Juice. Here's Anderluck. Off the court. Long carom. Bold shot. Missed. Point 6. Here's Post 7 in the pink shirts. El Barba and Ben receive. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Ben. Ben goes back to the inside. Anderluck's there. Reverse by Anderluck. Catch by El Barba. El Barba goes deep. Anderluck from the forehand. Tip ball. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirts of Post 8, Cool Fitness and Jedden receive. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. Point 7. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. First to return in the second round, Post 2, the blue shirts, Lamonte and Douglas. That's a bad serve. Point 2. Ball's got to land between 4 and 7 line. That didn't. Red shirts Post 1 receive. Asier Kubala. Over serve. Point 1. Green shirts Post 4. Bueno and Tennessee. Kubala with a good catch. He comes back over the top. Tennessee steps in at the 11 line. Good catch by Kubala again. Bueno from the forehand. Hard throw. Scores point 4. Black shirts of Post 5 receive CRB and Vuelo. Vuelo from the backhand. That clipped the side wall. Bueno caught it in the air. Bueno sends it back. Vuelo moved up on it, just couldn't complete the catch. Point 4. Here's Post 3 in the white shirts, Juice and Carballo. What a catch by Tennessee on the forehand. Beautiful. Here's Carballo with a run. Back to the inside. Powerful forehand. Taken in the air by Carballo. Catch by Bueno. Juggling ruled on the catch of Bueno. Ball rolled in the cesta. Point 3. Possible game point for the white shirts at post 3. Juice and Carballo trying to stop them. Ikeda and Anderluck. There's a hard throw. Carballo for the rebote. Missed it. Point 6. Play continues. Ikeda serving with 3 points to Jedden and Cool Fitness. Low runner to the inside, picked up by Anderluck. There's the backhand, taken in the air by Jedden. Jedden, strong backhand, taken by Anderluck in the air. Jedden makes the catch. Ikeda called for the rebote. He plays it safe, gets it up to the front wall. Here's Jedden from the 7 line. Back to the inside. Caught on the forehand of Anderluck. Hard throw by Anderluck. Jedden makes the rebote. Catch by Ikeda. Cortada by Ikeda. Scores point 6. Possible game point for the yellow shirts at post 6. Ikeda and Anderluck trying to stop them. Post 7, El Barba and Ben. Point in game, post 6, the yellow shirts, Ikeda and Anderluck. 3 places, 4 shows. Unofficial order, finish 6, 3, 4. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results from Game 7 are official. Coming in first, post 6, Ikeda and Anderluck. Taking second, post 3, Juice and Carballo. Coming in third, post 4, Bueno and Tennessee. There are the prices from Game 7. $2 quinella, 3-6, 3-6, or 6-3, $59. Trifecta, 6-3-4, $241. Let's take a look at the high 5. 3-1-4-1-6. 4 of 5 numbers returning. 131.30. Carryover jackpots up to $960. But remember, the high 5 is guaranteed at $2,000 if you're the only ticket to hit it every performance. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is our 8th game in this 9-game performance. Game 8, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 8 closes out the Mighty Ocho. Post time for Game 8, 7 minutes away.
And Stu, so updating a lot of awards coming down to the wire here for Week 4. A lot going on here, so bear with me in these final games. Looking at the stats, Golden Cesta, weekly singles wins. Ikeda picked up a big win in game number 6, giving him 5 singles wins on the week, one ahead of Bueno. So Bueno will be playing in Game 9. A couple other people. Douglas has 3. He'll be playing. He has 3 wins on the week. He'll be playing in Games 8 and 9. No Tennessee there, so unfortunately, good week for Tennessee. Had 4 wins, but not going to get the Golden Cesta. So looks like it's a 3-pony race coming down the stretch, Stu. Ikeda in the lead. He's got 5. Bueno and Douglas with 4. Bueno with 4 and Douglas with 3 wins on the week. So Bueno cannot win outright. He could only tie if he wins Game 9. And if Ikeda wins this Game 8, it clinches the Golden Cesta on the week. Douglas will not be able to catch him. So if Ikeda can win this one, he will take home the Golden Cesta, the Player of the Week, most singles wins for week number 4 of the season. If you want to check the fantasy highlight as well, it will be updated through Game 7. If you check right at the start of Game number 8, it will be updated through Game 7. So just 2 more games of stats to be inputted there, give you as up-to-date statistics as we possibly can with that. We understand a lot of you are playing along at home, may not be wagering, so want to keep you up to date so you understand the scoring and what's going on there. And now the week of doubles play also concluded in that past game. Strong day for Ikeda and Anderlecht, 2 players that are missing their partners, 2 of those feature game players as well, so no surprise there. They took 2 of the 3 doubles games today, so a strong showing for both of those players, but doubles teams assigned on the year for those standings. On the week, Douglas and Lamonti tied Kubala and Asier. Both of those teams had 4 wins on the week, still working on a name for the top doubles team of the week, but we'll get that probably for you next week. So Kubal and Asier tied 4 wins apiece this week for the doubles. Coming in third, Tennessee and Bueno. They also had 3. Carballo and Juice had 2. Jedden and Cool Fitness with 1. A couple teams shut out in doubles play this week. And that would be Ben and El Barba. Surprising there, 2 middle feature game players. No wins for them. Kind of a shocking week in the money percent. Second lowest only to CRB and Vuelo. They were just at 1250. They're 12.5% in the money for Ben and El Barba, which on paper, that's a dominant team not playing well in doubles. And then Vuelo and CRB, the only other team not on the board this week in doubles play. But Jedden and Cool Fitness, on a positive note, Stu, Jedden and Cool Fitness did pick up their first win in dominant fashion in a perfect game. So now every doubles team is on the board that has participated thus far in the 2020 season.
You see, but you're also, see, you do numbers, I do language.
Semantics, yes.
Yes. That has participated thus far. I like that.
Thus far.
Yes, we have yet to see Ron and Rock. So, of course, they wouldn't have any points because they haven't participated yet.
They have not played.
Can't get points without participating. Well, Rock is scratched, and Rock has been scratched. Ron, we had to wait for Ron to come from California. He did. And just before he got here, Rock was substituting and crashed into the side wall.
Right before he
just
got
a timing
back.
issue. So Ron came back, Ron went out. That's what happened to that team.
And just getting word, merchandise prize to the weekly fantasy winners. Week 1, you get a choice of a hat or a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt. That's a Magic City Jai-Alai hat or a Magic City Jai-Alai t-shirt. So whoever's going to win there, nice prize. I had the hat, lost the hat, so I'm going to need to get one more of those. May have to talk to corporate upstairs, see if they have a couple extra, but maybe I'll have to win. Maybe I'm going to have to win.
You have to fill out. I believe there's a form. When you lose the hat you get, you need to fill out a form.
But we don't give it away. You got to earn it. So whoever is going to take home the fantasy, those stats should be updated, by the way. Take a look at those. Heading into these final 2 games of the week, winner will get a hat or a t-shirt. How about that?
Speaking of those 2 games, let's start those 2 games. Last 2 games. Serving in the red shirt at post 1, we have Carballo. Receiving in the blue at post 2, Ron. This is game 8, second last game in the performance. Spectacular 7 singles match. Points will double after the first round of play. First matchup has Carballo serving against Ron. There's the serve. 1-1. White shirt at post 3 arrives on the court. Here's Douglas. Swing and a miss. Mid-court, point 3. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's El Barba. In. Scores. .3. Kubala was admiring that shot so much, he was still sitting. There we go. Black shirt at post 5 receives. Here's Kubala. Robote. Oh, that was supposed to go inside, but that clipped the side wall. Still scored. .3. Yellow shirt at post 6. Here's Ikeda receiving. Strong backhand by Ikeda. Douglas for the rebote. To the inside. That scores. .3. Fenko post 7 receives. Here's Ben. That's a beautiful rebote to the inside. Ben's there. Outside placement. Stopped on the forehand of Douglas. Carom by Douglas. Missed. That hit the pad. .7. Here's post 8 in the purple shirt. Jedden. Ball missed off the serve. .7. .7. Ben has 4 points. He serves to post 1. This next matchup has him serving against Carballo. Ben made a real good effort to grab that ball. That clipped the side wall, went out, but scored. .1. Green shirt at post 4, El Barba receives. Over serve. Ball's got to land between the 4 and 7. Line on the side wall. That went sufficiently past the 7. .4. Here's post 5, Kubala. .5. Here's post 6, Ikeda. Beautiful backhand throw by Ikeda. Ikeda with a hop makes the catch. Throws it hard. It scores. .6. Douglas returns. White shirt at post 3. Powerful backhand by Douglas. Great rebote by Ikeda. That was wonderful. Douglas again launches another one. Forehand rebote by Ikeda. That touched the top rail. .3. Possible game point for Douglas in the white shirt at post 3. Trying to stop him, Jedden. Robote, sidearm, I think that is. Good catch by Douglas. Catch by Douglas. He blasts it. Excellent Robote save by Jedden. And wow. Oh, he overthrew that. He seriously overthrew that. Get in there, Jedden. Forehand Robote by Jedden. That's what you got to do. Here's Douglas from the 7 line. Robote by Jedden. That's not what you got to do. What a point played by Douglas and Jedden. That was terrific. I was actually a little speechless there. And Jedden won it. And Tennessee's applauding. Very nice. Point 8. Play continues. And play's going to continue. Here's Ron. Point 2. Here's post 7 in the pink shirt. Ben. Point 2. 2 has 4 points. Here's post 1. Carballo. That's an overserve. Point 1. Ball missed off the serve. Point 1. That's point in game to the red shirt at post 1. Carballo. 3 places, 7 serves to 2. This is for 3rd place. Nice forehand throw by Ron. And he ducked. That's more important. Point and show to post 2, Ron. Unofficial order finish 1-3-2. Yeah, that was definitely an interesting game. There was that brilliant point.
Unbelievable.
I mean, a brilliant point between Douglas and Jedden. And what made it brilliant, for those of you who are new, was the shots. I mean, there were shots in control. Yes. They threw what you would traditionally see in highlight. They threw Dejanas, but then you saw the athleticism that is Magic City Jai-Alai. You saw them chase down those Dejanas. You saw them. I mean, that was a hard-fought point. I mean, just technically it was a good point. And then whether or not Douglas had to go for that scoop or he didn't think about it when he could have gone forward to take it in the air, it's a mistake, and obviously he was pretty upset about that. Really upset about that, in fact. But that was a terrific point. That was absolutely a great point. The rest of the game was interesting.
Yeah.
Moving on. Prices are official. Coming in first, post 1, Carballo. Taking second, post 3, Douglas. Coming in third, post 2, Ron. $2 Quinella 1-3. That's 1-3 or 3-1, 1640. The trifecta 1-3-2, 143.60. The Mighty Ocho 773 14 161. 4 of 8 numbers returning $22.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is Game 9. That's the ninth and final game for this Sunday matinee. Next game is our only 9-point game. Points will double after the first round of play, and if I'm not mistaken, we have a video that explains it better than I can.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And that was a little video explaining Spectacular 9 scoring, which will be the format for the final game of play, not only for the day, but for the week here at Magic City. And now updating you through Game 8, final game of the week. Here, the Golden Cesta. Still up for grabs in a sense here. You got Ikeda with 5 wins. No, actually not in a sense. In reality, I mean, that's definitely true. You got Ikeda. Stu, this is where it gets interesting. You got Ikeda with 5 wins, 3 places, 2 shows on the week. Here's Bueno with 4 wins, 3 places, and 2 shows on the week. If Bueno wins this game, they got identical stats. I mean, we were going to go to place for the next one, but we're going to have our first co-Golden Cesta award winner. So if Bueno can win this one, will be interesting.
You know what that means? 2 Golden Cestas.
Not the double Golden Cesta.
If you think the form for the extra hat is long, you haven't seen the form for the others, for the other Golden Cesta. I mean, you're going to have to go to the head office and talk to them about it, because I'm not doing it. If we need 2 Golden Cestas.
Yeah, that's...
Because 1 Golden Cesta is
out of the budget, yeah.
Seriously, that's pushing it. But 2, forget about it.
So, yes, that scenario there. So, it's only up to Bueno. Bueno can be the only one.
Wait a second. Since Paulie came up with it, I say Paulie tosses a coin.
You know what? That could be good. Well, and the thing is, both of these guys have already won, so it's like, can you give it to one of them that already... both of them already won, so they're just going to have 1.5 each, I guess, at this rate. So, I guess we'll deal with the half points.
We're gonna have to drive out to Paulie's house. And
6 feet.
Exactly,
we'll
6 feet separation. Yeah. We'll hand him the coin in plastic. And I could picture Paulie go, what the hell are you doing?
He would love it. I think, but he'd flip that coin and he would make it a big deal in typical Paulie fashion. We love it. But total standings, we'll update the overall standings because they are a little closer now. Ikeda making a run this week. Douglas still in the lead. He's got 18 wins on the singles season. This is just singles games alone. Douglas with 18, Ikeda with 17, Anderluck 14. So again, the Davey 3, all 3 roommates. Still the top 3 in the leaderboard, and Vuelo is just creeping behind those guys with 13. Going a little further down the leaderboard, Bueno and Tennessee both tied with 10 wins. Diaz injured in the first performance of the week, hoping that he'll be back soon. He's got 9 wins on the year. Ben with 8. Then a group, Kubala and CRB with 6. Cool Fitness, 5 wins. Carballo, 5. Asier, 5. Big week for Asier in particular. Singles play. We talked about doubles as well. They won 4 games. In singles for Asier, 3 wins, 1 place in a show. Big week for him, making a nice climb up those standings. One guy with 4 wins, that's El Barba. And then 3 people with 3, Lamonti, Fred, and Juice. And then Jedden and Ronron with 2. And 2 people with 0, Stu, the only 2 guys that have not played a game this year. And a lot of people asking about these 2 of the more popular guys that we'll both very much be looking forward to their comebacks. Bradley and Legend, both with 0. And as we said, injury update on them.
I believe we're looking at June 1st.
Yes.
June 1st are both. And Legend was practicing before the matinee today. He looked terrific.
Yep. That'll be fun.
He looked better than he did when he left.
Yeah, and
he looked really good. I mean, a reconstructive knee procedure sometimes
he's
does
missed
the trick.
serious time. Yeah. So it's been almost a year since he's been back out on the court, so that'll be huge for him just to get back out there and have some fun. So 1 minute to game number 9, and those fantasy stats are updated through game number 8. So game 9, the final game of the week. So check those out if you're up at the standings. I believe that win for Carballo put Turkey in the lead. So Turkey in the lead going into this final game, if the stats are not mistaken. So we'll see how that plays out. 0 minutes to game 9. Let's see how it finishes.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin game number 9. This is our 9th and final game of the Sunday matinee performance, closing out the week of Jai-Alai here at Magic City Jai-Alai. This is a 9-point game. Points will double after the first round of play. Our first matchup for the last game has Ron serving to the blue post 2, Jedden. Ron serves. We begin game 9. Forehand rebote thrown hard by Ron. Jedden's there. 2-all, gonna score. Point 2. White shirt at post 3 receives. Here's number 23, Ikeda. Point 3. Our next matchup has Ikeda serving to the green of post 4, Carballo. Rebote left side by Ikeda, Carballo. Going for it on the forehand. Point 3. 3 now served to the black shirt, post 5. Here's Bueno.
Big point here, Stu, for that golden cesta.
Catch on the forehand of Bueno. It's a nice rebote save. Going to take a big bounce back to the 9 line. Bueno's there. Strong backhand throw. Forehand rebote hooked by Ikeda. Point 5.
Makes it awfully interesting now. Bueno with control to serve, too.
Here is the yellow shirt of post 6, Anderluck. It's a powerful throw from the forehand of Anderluck and a great catch by Bueno. Anderluck on the left side. Scoop by Anderluck. Bueno for the 2-all. Anderluck visualize it, catches it, throws a carom back. In is the call. Point 6. Here's post 7. Kubala. Outside placement, bit wide. Point 7. To complete the first round, we have Douglas in the purple of post 8. Catch by Douglas. He sends it back from the forehand. Kubala makes the save. Outside placement. Gonna score. Point 8. First round's complete. All matchups are double. Here's Ron. That died coming out of the service. That scores. Point 8. Here's post 2, Jedden. Catch by Douglas. There's the backhand. Great catch by Jedden. Point 8. Douglas has 5 points. 9 points needed to win a superfecta game. Here's post 4, Carballo. Catch by Douglas. There's the backhand throw. Carballo. Scoop by Douglas. Carballo. Douglas from the forehand. Hard to the inside. Carballo's got it. Good catch by Douglas. Douglas from the costado to the inside. Carballo. Loss of control, loss of point. Point 8. Possible game point for the purple shirt at post 8. Douglas trying to stop him. Post 3, Ikeda. Ikeda on the run makes the catch. Goes outside with it. Caught by Douglas. Douglas, Picada, is going to score. Point and perfect game, post 8. Douglas. 5, 6, 7, and 2 will play off for 3rd and 4th place. 4th place, because this is a superfecta. 2nd place goes to post 3, Keita. 5 first serves to 6. Powerful backhand by Anderluck, scores. Point 6. 7 serves to 2. Kubala on the catch. There's the backhand. Rebote by Jedden. Catch by Kubala. What a scoop by Jedden. Point 7. Six serves to 7. This is for 3rd and 4th place. What a serve by Anderluck. Beautiful. Nice catch. Oriana Bote by Kubala. Catch by Anderluck. Anderluck just trying to get it back, but Kubala cuts it off in the air. Oriana Bote at the sidewall. A difficult catch. Anderluck again for the Rebote. Kubala from the left side. Back to the inside. Another rebote for Anderluck. He's up. Big bounce. Will score. Oh, no. Sorry, 6 got it. Yeah. Anderson. Unofficial order finish, 8-3, 6-7. Your prices will be up in a moment. Results are official. Coming in first, post 8, Douglas. Taking second, post 3, Ikeda. Coming in third, post 6, Anderluck. Taking the quad for the Superfecta, post 7, Kubala. 8-3, 6-7 is the official order of finish for Game 9, and your prices are up. The Superfecta, 8-3, 6-7, $36.16. That's the 10-cent Super. $2 Quinella 3-8. That's 3-8 or 8-3. First and second, any order, $11.40. Trifecta 8-3-6, $109.40. Overall, a good day. No question about it. Saw some spectacular points played earlier in the performance. And some concern there about Ron and just a little rusty. Hasn't played for 3 months. And does seem to have some issues moving there.
Yeah.
His knees bother him.
Yeah, I was going to say, Steve Martin, big highlight fan, puts all the numbers on his website, sayhighlight.com. Great website for statistics and numbers. If you're into that, he actually looked at all the games that Douglas and Ron played together last season, 90 games, and I had the numbers up here, and their winning percentages were pretty much identical, and their in the money were just identical. So if you're looking at the potential and the ceiling, where's Ron going to get to? Well, give him some time, give him these couple days to practice, and you know that no one is more disappointed in his performance than Ron. So he's going to work hard this week and definitely come back strong.
There's no question about it. He's been talking about a little bit of pain in his knee, especially when it comes to chasing down a 2-hole. So we'll give him a few days to heal up. We have 3 days, not vacation days. We have 3 days off here.
3 days, practice.
What do they say? It's time for ice and rest.
Yes, a lot of ice. Ice baths going.
Ice. Oh, no, we have a gigantic ice machine in the locker room. No, we do. And it's like, players will look at me on the way out and say, they'll point at a particular point in the body. It's like ice. Ice and ibuprofen, or Aleve, whichever one you want to go for. Either naproxen or ibuprofen. That's the highlight player's best friend.
Yes. And updating the Golden Cesta. Pretty anticlimactic there. No one took any. No, neither Bueno nor Ikeda. So Ikeda with 5 wins on the week. That's going to earn him the Golden Cesta. So congratulations to Ikeda. His second Golden Cesta on the young season already. 5 wins, leading the entire roster to go along with 4 places and 2 shows. Pretty good week in the money, over 60% of the time for Ikeda. So congratulations to him again, number 2. Second 2-time Golden Cesta winner, the first 2-time winner of this season. We'll see how that plays out next week. We have that award given every week, and those fantasy stats to update that, we're just going to make sure everything is 100% accurate. Those should be up within the next 15 minutes, probably 10 minutes even, maybe even 5. But just want to make sure all those are up there so there's no discrepancies if we have to go back and check everything out there.
Well, Andrew,
I think that'll do it.
That, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for this Sunday matinee performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon and invite you to join us again on Thursday when we'll play 9 games at noon and another 9 games at 4 p.m. We'll do that Thursday and Friday. We sure hope you enjoyed today's highlight action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai Channel. And we enjoy hearing from you as well. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today and hope you'll join us again on Thursday at 12 noon. Till then, bye-bye from Jai-Alai, as they've said elsewhere, or goodbye until we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.
Have a great week, everyone.